Hi everyone, welcome back. Hi. So I thought that I would do my very first top 10 anime list. This is just anime that I've watched over the years, so it's not just 2022, but like just my personal taste in anime. And we're going to cover a few different genres in anime of the anime list that I've chosen, but most of it is shonen, which is like a lot of action-packed animes, and I have chosen a few wholesome, simplistic animes. A little bit of everything, especially if you're a beginner in anime and you want to get into it, and hopefully this is going to be useful for you. So let's start with Komi Can't Communicate. This is a very simplistic high school wholesome anime. So we follow a character named Komi, and she has social anxiety, and basically we just follow her growth as a person and how she communicates more, socializes more, and makes more friends. It's very sweet and funny. The progress is quite slow, but it's there. And I personally enjoyed it because it was quite relatable, as I too have social anxiety. So for me to find an anime like this, I just felt like, oh wow, and something about me. It's very cool. And then the next one would be Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man is basically about this character named Denji. We follow a character named Denji who becomes a devil-human hybrid, and then he joins an organization I forgot the name of the organization. This organization basically hunts devils and fights them and so forth. It's a really cool anime. I haven't watched the entire thing. It's still very new. There's only a few episodes out and I've only read like a little bit of the manga, but the story is really good and very interesting, and the animation is perfect. I mean, it's done by MAPPA, and MAPPA does like the best animation ever, all the time. And my favorite Japanese singer, Kenshi Yonezu, is the singer for the opening song, and that's like the cherry on top of the cake of this anime, and it's so good. But that's all I can say for now because it's still relatively new. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. If you're a gamer, then you're going to love Cyberpunk Edge Runners. So we follow a character named David, and he doesn't really have a very easy life. He has a tough life in this city that's driven by technology and body modification. It's like basically obsessed with body modification and technology, and that can be quite tough if you don't live an easy life or you don't have a lot of money and you don't have a lot of choices in life. So he basically becomes a edge runner, and that's also like a mercenary or outlaw, and you'll get it if you play the game, and you'll understand the story and the things that they're doing here, and it's really cool. Surprisingly, I enjoyed it a lot, and the animation was really cool, and the character development as well. Wow, okay. And obviously the opening song was also very good, and just the story overall I enjoyed it very much. It was very action-packed, and it also had a bit of wholesomeness to it. The story that they represented in the anime, it's a mixture of both wholesomeness and shonen anime. And I really enjoyed it. It's very short and sweet, 10 episodes, definitely worth the watch, especially if you're new to anime and you want to put your feet in the water, dip your toes in the water and see if you're into it or not. Yeah, something short and simplistic like that, it would be really enjoyable and you won't regret it. And let's go to the next one, which is another wholesome anime named Dororo. So we follow characters named Hyakumaru and Dororo. What's unique about this story is that Hyakumaru is like a prosthetic boy doll person, and as they travel Japan, they fight demons or monsters, and every time they win the battle, Hyakumaru gains another part of his human limbs or body parts. The story is quite sad, but mainly because it's actually Hyakumaru's dad that gave up gave up his body, human body, to demons, and that's why he's a prosthetic doll. But yeah, the story is very sweet, short and sweet. I really enjoyed it. It was amazing. I was interested from episode 1 to the very last episode. I can't remember how many episodes it was, but it was just shockingly amazing. I loved it. And of course, the opening song was also good. Damn. I definitely give that a 10 out of 10 anime because it was very unexpectedly good. Yeah, let's go on to the next one. And next, Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen is quite popular, so I'm sure you've seen it around already. Yeah, so basically it's about a character named Itadori. He goes from a normal life to a more like fantasy type world. Not too sure how to explain it, but it's obviously not a regular life. He basically joins this group of sorcerers that fight evil spirits who are also known as curses. And yeah, it's a very cool shonen action-packed anime, and there's also a lot of comedic scenes as well. So there's a lot to enjoy about it, especially the characters and the music. One of the most popular characters right now is Gojo. I feel like his joking around vibe is what also pulls people in, and it's just, that's great. So yeah, that's definitely worth a watch. Yeah, this is really, really good. And then the next, this is probably the best one on the list, Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is god tier anime. I've never watched an anime that's like really good from season 1 to 4, and that's what Attack on Titan is. It's just the best anime when it comes to animation and to music and to fight scenes. It's so good. So basically this anime is about people who live behind a wall. This wall basically protects them from man-eating titans. But the coolest part is when they actually have to fight the titans. That is the best. There's some really cool fight scenes. And obviously the music is also very good. Always, from season 1 to 4, I loved the music. It's so good. You won't be disappointed with Attack on Titan. Next is One Piece. So the reason why I want to mention One Piece is because there's a new movie that came out, One Piece Red, that was amazing. So if you enjoy adventure, you would love One Piece. So basically One Piece is about a character named Luffy who wants to find a One Piece. It's actually a treasure that's like really hard to find. The treasure is called One Piece, and ultimately he wants to become the Pirate King. So you just follow him and his crew and go on amazing adventures and really cool fight scenes, and the music is great, and the movie was really good, unexpectedly good. I knew it would be about music and singing a lot and all that, but I didn't think that it's going to be like so good. We won't be disappointed. And then next is Gintama. Gintama is one of my favorite animes. So basically, it's about a character named Gintoki. He lives in Japan, and what's different about this is that they live in the Edo period, so that's the more historical Japan day. And basically, during this years, there's actually aliens that took over the planet, and they rule the cities, and they like took control of humans, and they made life not easy until Gintoki came along with his crew, and he actually fights against the injustice that some aliens do in their country. It's mainly based around Japan, but yeah, it's so cool and unexpectedly cool because it's very comedic in the beginning, but then when you actually get to the serious parts and the fight scenes, like, what? You didn't expect that to come. But yeah, it's so good. And then next is One Punch Man. Most of these animes are shonen, just to point that out as well. So, including One Punch Man. One Punch Man is one of my favorites. So basically, we're just following an OP character, overpowered character, Saitama, It's basically in the name, One Punch Man. One punch from Saitama and you go flying. It's just the coolest thing ever. It's also very comedic, so that's great. If you're looking for a comedic and serious action-packed anime, then One Punch Man is also like top tier, god tier anime. I loved it so much. It's one of my favorites. And then number one. No anime can beat number one. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So basically, there's like 6 seasons of this, but each season is of different characters. And I would basically say this is also an adventure character, and each character has a different name. So there's Jotaro and Joseph and Josuke, and all of them have Joe in their name. So that's why it's hence JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So you basically follow their adventure and all the action-packed episodes, and the music is also good. And I think what stands out the most about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is the animation, especially, and the storyline and how it progresses, and it still stays interesting throughout from the season 1 to 6. And right now I'm currently watching part 6. I haven't finished it yet, but the fight scenes of Jolene and her friends, damn, it's very good. I did not expect it to be this amazing. Basically, it starts out with her being in prison, which you wouldn't expect it to be interesting, but it actually really gets good. JoJo never disappoints, so that's number one over everything on this list. JoJo is like a definite for everybody to watch. But yeah, that's just my opinion. I even made notes, but anyway. I hope you guys found that useful and actually watch some of the episodes. I mean, it's December holidays, so now you have a lot of time to watch anime and relax and catch up on anything you missed. Or if you're new to anime, I hope this was useful for you. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you found this useful. Bye!